actually Peterson Stadium Field, and this is Roosevelt High School. This is senior night, as you can see. We're about 12:45 left here until the beginning of the ball game. We'll have the starting lineups. But as we mentioned, for Roosevelt, really this is going to be a tune-up game. Had a chance to talk with the coach for Roosevelt. We will not see the normal starting quarterback tonight. They will have the second string quarterback, but obviously they will have a lot of talent on the field. Roosevelt having a very good season. They are leading in their conference, in their division, and of course every game counts as we finish it out here for the remainder of the season, not only in the conference, but as we enter into 4A and 5A, a lot of teams theoretically could go on after the next 2 weeks or be eliminated in the next 2 weeks. It's that close. So as we get into the meat of the ball game, we will be talking more about the league standings, even as far as the predictions that are being made so far for what is coming here in the future in the next 2 weeks. As you can see, Roosevelt is in their gray tonight, and traditionally we've seen over the years in the black and red, but they're sporting the gray tonight. And this being senior night, should be a very festive night. And again, keep in mind, this is a new stadium pretty much. They have the old section really that has been here for many years, but you can see they've had a number of additions not only to this stadium, but also to the baseball field. So there's a number of things that have been going on here at Roosevelt High School. It is looking awfully nice. Beautiful night here from Peterson Field. We're about 11 minutes out, so we're going to take another break. We're going to go for a timeout. This is Chris Allen. We're going to take a commercial timeout. Then we're going to go silent, and we'll get into the starting lineups. So we'll be right back.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My 3 Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My 3 Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979 or find her on Facebook.
Got a sluggish computer that just doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning? Computer Concepts and Security can diagnose, find a solution, and remove those nasty viruses that nag at your computer. Call Rich Harris, who has over 25 years of computer diagnostic, repair, and improve your computer performance while finding solutions to keep your computer safe from viruses and hackers. Call 970-388-3317, 970-388-3317, or find him on Facebook.
Samantha Archer, please report to the concession stand. Samantha Archer to the concession stand.
Welcome back to Peterson High School. We are about 3 minutes out here from the opening of the ball game. Tonight it's the Erie Tigers as they invade Peterson High School, taking on the Roosevelt Roughriders. Chris Allen along with Warren Ray, Jeremy Waters, John Weeding, Anna Eisenberg. Good to have you along. As we mentioned earlier, we'll kind of recap it here. The phrase "hold that tiger" might really come into play tonight, but really it will be "hold that rider," due to the fact that the Roughriders are riding high in total yardage, rushing yardage, and points scored, and lead the 3A Northern League and are tuning up really for the playoffs. And you can see it's going to be the Tigers that will be the first to receive. For the Tigers, the edge that they have coming into tonight's game is in the tackle average per game department. And the key for the Tigers is to try to slow down the running attack of the Riders, who really make a living rushing and have a well-tuned offensive line that opens up holes for the running backs. The key will be to try to jam the holes on the front line, utilizing the linebackers and defensive backs to try to slow down the rushing attack of the Riders. On the offensive side of the ball, the Tigers have a passing edge, and if they can establish a passing game, hitting the open receiver and flat out in the patterns to open up both the long pass and the rushing game. So we're going to go silent here as the colors come on, and we'll have our national anthem. A little bit hard to hear, but that was the national anthem, and it was by the local choir here at Roosevelt High School. As we mentioned, really the key for the Tigers, they are running into a tiger, in this case a rider, and a very rough rider. And the key, the reason why, is because of the running attack that the Riders do have. The Riders do have the ability to pass. It will be the Erie Tigers that receive here first. For the Rough Riders, as I mentioned, it's a game of tuning up and protecting their starters. As we mentioned earlier, the starting quarterback, who is not injured, will be sitting on the sidelines and will probably see very limited duty here tonight. So again, really the idea here is to protect your quarterback and some of your leading players in the game. So again, it'll be a tune-up getting ready for the final 2 games of the season. And then, of course, we will get into talking more about the playoffs. We'll be comparing the numbers here in just a moment, but you can see it's the Erie Tigers in the orange and white, and the Roosevelt Rough Riders in the gray or silver and black. Just underway, taken at the 6-yard line. Tigers trying to advance, going out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. On the run back, it was Riley Deckert for the Tigers. So the Tigers really do come in with a chore here to try to slow down not only the offense but the defense. And if you compare the numbers, very interesting. You can see where the strengths and weaknesses of both teams are. Erie averages 138.8 yards rushing per game to the Roosevelt Rough Riders at 375. Huge difference. So you'll see a lot of running. There's the option and the keeper by the quarterback. His name is Ruben Portillo. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so that brings up 2nd down. And actually, it looked like he lost about a half a yard. So they are calling it 2nd and 6, but that's not actually accurate. He gained no yards, so it's really 2nd and 11. Good to have you along on the Game of the Week. Tonight's game is brought to you by Crepes and Creams in the Westlake Shopping Center. Very good crepes. Obviously, the ability to have great ice cream. Check them out. They're open till 10 tonight in Greeley. Play action. Keeper looking for the pass. There's the keeper. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and really no gain. So the key really, if you think about it for the Tigers, they mostly have a running attack. In fact, on the passing side, the Tigers average 62.4 yards per game to Roosevelt's 59. So if you want to play the chess match early, you want to go to the air early and try to go with the easy passes. Go into the flat, hit the outside passes, which could potentially open up the long game. Ball still sitting on the 25-yard line, 3rd down. There's the keeper. Tigers going left side. There's the fumble. It's knocked loose. Roosevelt comes up with it, and they will have a golden opportunity sitting at the 16-yard line. You could see Portillo slipped a little bit, and as he did, one of the Roughriders poked it out on the defense, and it looked like Austin Smith, the senior, who knocked it loose. So now it's Riders' ball, and they're sitting on the 17-yard line. 10:24 left here in the first quarter. No score at Peterson Field. Good to have you along. So as we mentioned, the Riders come out with their 2nd-string quarterback. And it looks like Mason Holgun will be under center. We'll give you some numbers on who the leaders are here in a moment. There's a mishandle, and guess who comes up with it? It's an exchange, and the Tigers get the ball back, and oddly enough, close to where they lost the ball in the first place. So they'll be sitting on the 24, 23-yard line. So we have an exchange of loose footballs, and now it's Tiger ball. And really that was a golden opportunity here for the Riders to put literally a knife in the back of the Tigers. But the Tigers come up with the ball. As we mentioned on the passing side, let's take a look at the total yards coming in. Erie averages 201 yards per game to the Riders 434. That's huge. Play action. Portillo looking, got a man open in the flat. Nice throwing catch. Gets a break, goes down the sideline. Nice gain. And that was Riley Deckard on the reception. Gets the 1st down, moves the sticks. So the Tigers coming out as we suggested, which is go to the passing game rather than being predictable with the running game. So the ball now sitting on, it looks like the 36-yard line. Tigers got something going here. Important series here for the Tigers to try to keep a hold of the Riders. Handoff. Nice break. Got about 5 to 6 on the play. It was back to Riley Deckard. You can see their bread and butter player. So again, that brings up 2nd, and check that. It looks like 2nd, and we're going to call it 2nd and about 7. Ball sitting on the 40-yard line. So you can see Roosevelt is one of those teams very powerful. They'll chew a lot of clock because they go to the ground game, but can pass as needed. Huge difference as far as not only total yardage, but points per game. Looking, Portillo goes in the flat. Throwing catch, spin move, going to get to the 1st down mark, close to midfield. So again, a nice throwing catch. And on the reception, it was Kristen Vandelham. So that is a 1st down. And the Tigers coming out, mixing it up, doing a good job as far as being unpredictable. Traditionally, they like to go more to the ground game. Most high schools generally do. It's a little bit safer. There's less chances for error, and the timing as far as the plays are a lot better. There's the handoff. Going to go right side. Defense is there. Loss on the play. Huge loss. So Deckard was caught behind the line. And that was a huge loss. That could be, it looks like about 10 yards. So now it's going to be 2nd and 20. So a very good defensive series here by the Riders, coming up with a big play. And that's what you want from your defense, to set the tone early. You can see the Tigers coming out and being unpredictable with the pass. As soon as they go to their bread and butter, basically they get stuffed. Keeper pitch right side, going to hit the hole hard and hit again. Riders all over it. Nice tackle on the play for the Riders. It was Ray Garcia, the senior, from his linebacker position, coming in on the play.
Brown on the carry for the Tigers. Garcia on the tackle for the Roughriders.
So that brings up now 3rd down, and we're going to call it 3rd and about 15 or 16 yards. Ball sitting on the 39-yard line. Tackles per game fairly even. The Riders average about 50 tackles a game. The national average is 55. And for the Tigers on the defense, they are at the national average of 55 per game. 3rd down, officially 17. Pass open and almost intercepted. Trying to go over the middle on the crossover pattern. Trying to go to West Brow. So it brings up 4th down and a chance here for the Riders to get something going here with 7:53 left here in the first quarter. Ball just a little bit high by Portillo on the pass. So depending upon where the mark is, this could be another opportunity here for the Riders. You can see rushing the punt. It's going to go on the left side. Should be downed here shortly. And we'll get the official mark as far as where the ball goes out. Good to have you along on the Game of the Week. Chris Allen here with you, bringing it to you from Peterson Field. Beautiful night, senior night here. A lot of people here, of course. Riders expecting to go playoffs. We're going to talk more about what the league is looking like here in just a moment. But on the rushing side for the Riders, the leading rusher is Carlos Ortega, who is one to watch. Again, that offensive line does a terrific job here for the Riders, opening up holes for Ortega, who averages 125 yards a game. Handoff. And quickly met defenses there, stuffing the hole and doing a very good job. And really, they've done their homework, the Tigers. That was West Brow in on the tackle. So they lose 2 on the play. And as we mentioned, the linebackers are going to need to stuff the holes quickly because that offensive line does a very good job of opening the holes. So you can see the linebacker coming in. Handoff left side, diving forward, may have gotten the yardage that they lost on the previous play. So keep in mind, as we mentioned at the outset, the starting quarterback is not starting tonight. Majak in on the run. Got about 4 in the play. That brings up 3rd and 8, ball sitting on the 19-yard line. Handoff left side. Spinning forward, got a few back, but still going to be short of the 1st down. So the Tigers looking to try to keep this at 3 and out. So far, both teams having good defensive series. Roosevelt does go 3 and out, so you have your receivers back for the Tigers. It is Noah Roper receiving and also Riley Deckard. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Good to have you along Peterson Field. Here comes the rush. It's going to be an end-over-end kick. Should be fair field position. It should be down around the 40-yard line of the Tigers, where they will begin once again. So looking at some of the rushing numbers here for the Tigers, the leading rusher is Wesley Brown, number 44. He averages 51 a game. The quarterback passing-wise, Ruben Portillo, averages 71 yards a game. Total yards per game, it's Ruben Portillo with 82 yards a game. So really the key here, as we keep saying and alluding to, is to go really to the air. There's the handoff hitting the hole right away. Taken down, and it looks like a lost ball, and it's going to be Rider ball. So we've seen a couple of good defensive plays by the Riders, knocking the ball loose. One time they did not cash in on the opportunity. We'll see if they can do so here in good field position. Ball now sitting on the 42-yard line. But you look at the total yardage, it's huge. What a difference. 222 yards more a game on total yardage for the Roosevelt Roughriders. That tells you how effective they are. And they average 46 points a game. There's the keeper right side, got a nice hole. Got the first down easily and then some before going out of bounds on the run. Mason Holgun with a good run going over the right tackle. Huge play. So you can see why Roosevelt is so effective using that offensive line. And this time not going up the middle, but going off tackle. And this is their backup quarterback. This is their junior starting tonight, and you can see how good he is. Good future here for the Riders. Handoff, blast up the middle, getting 5 on the play. So that should bring up 2nd and 5. Clock is slowly evaporating here in the first quarter, hovering around 5 minutes before we go into the quarter break. Riders now ball sitting on the 19-yard line. Man in motion, handoff, power up the middle, close to the first down, going to be short by about 2 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd down. So a good idea as far as trying to blast up the middle, and you can see, depending upon in the future what the defenses look like, you can see a huge offensive line here by Roosevelt. We'll get you the starting lineups here shortly. 3rd and 3. Handoff right side. There's the cutback. Going to go in. Dances in for the touchdown. Nice play. Right tackle again. So the Riders, just like that, with a couple of running plays, and they score quickly. And you can see why they don't need to go to the air with the running attack that they do. That was Orlando Rivera, who is a senior, getting the touchdown. So just like that, it's 6-0 with 4:21 left here in the first quarter. Extra point looks good. We'll see if it is good. So with 4:21 left here in the first quarter, it's Roosevelt on top. You're watching the game of the week from Peterson High School. We will take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Welcome back to Peterson High School, 7-0, and after 3 handoffs, it is a score here by Roosevelt, taking advantage of a good defensive play, knocking the ball loose. Just what the Riders needed. Again, Erie coming out early in the ball game, going to the air, was effective, but you can see the defense of the Riders setting up the offense, and usually that's the way it works. One side of the ball feeds the other, and momentum follows. So it's going to be an end over end, taken on the 5-yard line. Cut back, falls short of about the 20-yard line on the return. It's Riley Decker really getting a lot of duties here so far for Erie. So Erie really with a chore here tonight, and the chore is to try to slow down, even if you want to call it the second-string quarterback. I don't think that's really a fair assumption there, calling him a second-string quarterback with the ability that we've seen so far with Mason Holgun doing a good job as far as managing the team. So the ball now sitting, and they beginning on the 17-yard line. So far, good defensive series twice, knocking the ball loose for the Riders, one producing a score. Portillo, pass, got a man open, nice throw and catch, first down. Gain of about 14 on the place, nice throw and catch going to the left side on the down and out, or the square out, if you will. And the flags on the play, we'll see if that's a hold or if it's against the Riders. You can see discussing this and trying to figure out what they're going to do with this are the stripes. And we're not sure if they're going to mark this one back. Here's the official call. It is going to go against the Tigers. So they're going to move this one back. It looked like some kind of a personal foul. So that was a huge play, and that good play nullified. So now the ball sits on the 20-yard line, and they're calling it a 1st and 10. So they are going to allow the completion. And now they're actually changing it. And they're on the sideline, it says 1st and 10. On the scoreboard, it says 2nd and 7. Pass in the flat, and quickly stuffed, and a loss on the play. Nice tackle and defense by the Riders. In on the tackle for the Roosevelt Roughriders was Kaluna Ishiyama. So a nice play. There's a loss of 2, and that brings up 2nd and 12. So you can see the Riders are already starting to adjust to the passing game, trying to go with the short passes and doing a good job of adjusting already. 2nd and 12, keeper by Portillo, hits the hole over the left guard. Got a couple on the play. That moves the sticks, but still it's going to bring up 3rd down. We're going to call it 3rd and 9. So if you're Erie, you're trying to find the right combination early in the ball game, early in the first quarter. You thought you had it going to the short passes, but you can see how quickly the Riders adjusted and have already thrown a couple of tackles for losses on the short passes in the flat. Pitch left side, cut back, slipping on the turf, and goes down. That was Sean Carell. So he is down, and that goes to 4th down, and another opportunity here for the Riders. So you can see where the receiver is for the Riders. If he gets any kind of a run back, they will be in great shape for another score here, and they can score another touchdown before the quarter's out. Again, with the efficiency of that offensive line. Almost blocked. Special teams is there, and it rolls, it looks like, out of bounds. So with 2:14 left, it's 7-0 Riders. Riders will be trotting back on the field here for the offense in just a moment. And we'll have another opportunity to try to score. With this kind of offense, quickly they can score at will if they choose to. We've really not seen Holgun go to the air yet. We're not sure what kind of an arm he has, but as we're waiting for the Riders to come out in the 3A Northern football standings, it is Roosevelt leading. They're undefeated in the league at 5-0 and 7-1 overall. Right behind them in the overall record is Meade, but they're 4-1. Ball sitting on the 33-yard line. Almost looks like an option there, but yet still going behind center. There's the keeper. And Holgun looked like he got 5 to 6 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. But as we mentioned, Meade is at 4-1, and oddly enough, even though state-wise, Holy Family is right there with Meade at 4-1, but they're 6-2 overall. Right behind Holy Family is Berthoud at 6-2 and 3-2. Who will the Northridge, actually the Roosevelt Roughriders, play next week? Hammer trying to get something going, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That was a tough run there. Tigers were all over that one. So Carlos Ortega running into a buzzsaw there, 1:37 left. But Holy Family, which is a team to be reckoned with, even though it's 6-2 and 4-1, is one of those teams you got to watch out for. But next week it will be these Riders in their final game at Berthoud. Then it's Erie at 2-3 and 4-4. Northridge Grizzlies at 2-3, 2-6. They're playing tonight. Niwot at 0-5, 0-8, and Frederick the same. You can see really nothing gained on that play. So it's going to bring up second down. So Mazak on the carry, really gaining nothing on the play. That'll bring up second down.
A little more than 10 yards for the Roughriders.
Just under a minute. Play action. Here's first pass of the game. Nice throw and catch. Got plenty of room. There's the cutback, heading for the house. Tackle it around the 15-yard line. Nice throw. And even a better reception by Nick Wall, who is a freshman, number 9. So Holgan with a nice throw just over the defender's hand. You could see the defender trying to swat it out of the air, but nicely placed. And a nice gain, and it's a first down. Clock is running. Still plenty of time here to score before the end of the quarter. There's movement on the defense. We'll see if they call it against the Tigers. You could see pulling out from his quarterback position was Holgun, but you could see the movement on the left side. That was the left tackle and the left guard for the Tigers. So the clock is stopped with 34 seconds left. Ball now sitting on the 10.5-yard line. In motion, pitch right side, got a hole. Let's see if they can dance it in, and does. Gets the second touchdown, and that's Nick Wall. So very quickly, as we mentioned, you can see how this offense can strike. Nice pass, followed up by a very good run. So it's 13-0. Keep in mind, the Riders average 46 points a game, so this is probably status quo for them. But you like the future that you're seeing with Mason Holgun with that pass. Beautiful touch pass. Extra point looks good, and it is good. We'll just keep it right here with 19 seconds left. Other games tonight, it's Berthoud at Northridge. That's at District 6 Stadium. It's Frederick at Niwot tonight. And then Meade, this is a very important game as far as the standings are concerned. Meade and Holy Family, because they're both 4-1. Keep in mind, they're really kind of playing for their playoff berths here tonight, because pretty much it's going to be Roosevelt that's going into the playoffs. That's an automatic almost. So really, you think about it, for Meade and Holy Family, they're really playing for a playoff berth here tonight, potentially. So that is a big game tonight for those two. Recent game scores, we'll get into that in a moment. It was Roosevelt with a huge victory, 56-0. Again, keep in mind, Roosevelt is one of those teams that averages 46 points a game. So against Niwot, who's really kind of struggling this year, Roosevelt put up 56 points. Other scores, Meade over Northridge, 23-8. Holy Family over Erie, and that was 52-7. And then it was Berthoud, who's playing tonight, 47-8 over Frederick. So there's 19 seconds left here in the quarter. Ball going deep, going to be taken on about the 1-yard line. Decker trying to find something. It is upended basically at about the 14-yard line, where the Tigers will begin with 13 seconds left. So you can see obviously why the Riders are so good. They basically get a good defensive play and immediately turn it into a scoring opportunity. So the Tigers now with 13 seconds left before we go to the quarter break. Really, this is just a positioning play to set up for when they move the ball. Handoff up the middle. Stopped at pretty much the line of scrimmage. And on the play for the run was Wes Brow. So if you're Nolan Easton, you got to be very happy with what you see. So that'll do it after one quarter in the books. It's 14-0. It is the Riders on top. You're watching the game of the week on Radioactive 247sports.com. We'll take a timeout.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My 3 Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My 3 Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979 or find her on Facebook.
Welcome back to Peterson Field. I want to keep saying Peterson High School. It's actually Roosevelt High School. Get a nice crowd here, and you can see they really needed these stands because it looks almost completely full, and these are now large stands compared to what they had before. They really had trouble just keeping all of the fans in here before, so they needed this extension, and it is beautiful. So now it's Erie with the ball, 2nd and 9. Actually looking passes Portillo, overthrows, but that was a wise throw, and for very good reason, because the receiver, which was Sebastian Fresquez, was clearly covered by 2 defenders. So Portillo, actually that was a good play. Some people would look at that and go, oh, terrible pass. But really, if you throw an interception here, it could be a pick 6. So Portillo actually with a good throw there to prevent a score by the Riders, or at least setting up potentially another score. 3rd and 9. Portillo looking, going with the screen. Defense is right there, nothing doing, so that's going to bring up 4th down and another opportunity for the Riders to get very good field position here with 11:41 left here in the 2nd quarter. Chris Allen, Warren Ray, John Weeding, just to name a few, Anna Eisenberg, and we will add one more, Jeremy Waters, in bringing you this game. Good to have you along. Tonight's game brought to you by Crepes and Creams in the Westlake Shopping Center. Very good crepes, good ice cream, good salads. They're open till 10 tonight. Punt going to be taken at about the 40-yard line, trying to spin back. Nothing there. Defense is there. And pushed back even further. There's a flag. We were wondering when that was going to happen. You could see trying to protect their runner. We'll see if it's some kind of a block in the back. But again, initially the ball was caught at the 40-yard line and kept fading back about 12 yards on the play. So the ball will be marked at the 27-yard line. Again, if you are watching and scouting teams like the Riders, which a lot of coaches are, you know that the Riders traditionally are a very good running team. There's no mystery there. But what we've seen tonight with the 2nd-string quarterback is a very effective passing game. One pass that went for 25 yards and really set up the score. So it will go against the Riders. It's going to push them back. And we'll see what kind of creative call playing that Coach Easton will have here to get them back into this. But again, you have so many different options here as far as the running attack, and now we can see with the passing attack. We're going to give you some numbers here as far as the rest of the league when we get to halftime as far as the leaders are concerned. And we will talk about the playoffs. We will talk about the state. Quickly tripped up, nice defensive play by the Tigers. Should be a loss on the play, caught behind the line on the run. It does. It brings up 2nd. We're going to call it 2nd and 13. So the Tigers are a team you can see clearly have some talent. It's bringing 2 games together, which is traditionally what all coaches try to do, both the offense and the defense. So going under center is Hogan, handoff, dive up the middle. Actually going right side, that was the fake handoff, and then going right side. Nice play. On the run for the Riders, it is Mason Holgun on the keeper. So Holguin with a nice run, getting the first down.
Ball to the 27-yard line. That's where the Roughriders will have a first and 10.
So Holguin got to be excited about getting his first opportunity here really to start. And when you're in the latter part of the season, this is really showcase time. Most likely will be the starting quarterback next year. Handoff, right side. You can hear the pops from here hitting hard. The hole was Ray Garcia. Garcia, the senior, going over right tackle. Nice gain on the play. That'll bring up second, and we're going to call it about 2.5 yards. So the ball now sitting roughly on the 36-yard line. Play action. Portillo scrambling. Nice decision to get away. Good scramble as far as the jukes. Looked like he was going to get caught behind the line. Wow, that was a huge play by Holguin and really turned a loss of a play and potentially into a first down.
Holguin on the carry. Gains about 6 on the play, but there's a flag.
And they are calling a penalty. It's going to go against the Tigers. So we'll see what the Riders do as far as deciding, but that was a great play by Holguin to scramble out of that. Looked a little bit like the Seattle Seahawks with the ability to scramble there. Going right, then cutting back left. You could see looking for the pass over the middle, but the defense had the wideouts covered. So Holguin made the nice cutback and gained 6 and got the first down. So the ball now sitting on the 43-yard line. Riders, no surprise here in business. 14-0. Really not much of a gain on that play. On the run, it's Ray Garcia again. You can see very hard hitter, Ray Garcia. When you have a linebacker that also runs, that's what they do. They hammer the hole hard. So he's used to hitting hard. But you can see that offensive line is huge for the Riders, and you can see why they're so effective. Up the middle, nice drive. You could see hit hard. It's going to be close to the first down. Look like Garcia again. We'll get the official number here. Really, Garcia getting a lot of carries here early in the ball game. So they officially give him 5 on the play, so it's going to bring up third down. We'll call it 2. Ball sitting on the 35-yard line. Again, keep in mind the way that the offense is running this. With a lot more handoffs, which is what we expected, you're chewing clock and you're really controlling the game this way as far as the clock management is concerned and scoring all at the same time. Quickly hit, and you could see the defense, and there is a flag. Might be some kind of a late hit there. Coming in on the tackle was Adam Loeffler for the Tigers. You could see him lifting his hands up. Loss on the play, but we'll see who it goes against. We won't call it too early here. 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. 14-0 Riders. Clearly in control of this. A lot of it, even though the score isn't large, has been more clock management. So this will go against the Riders. We're guessing some kind of a hold here, but we'll see officially. So it was called after the play. It must have been some kind of a personal foul. So that will bring up fourth down and a kicking situation here for the Riders. So kind of an odd play there as far as the way that happened. A good play early, but then after the fact is where the penalty came. So you can see Erie set to receive. Really not out of this game down by 14, but you're going to need to score quickly. They're going option. Here's the left foot kick. Interesting running kick. We've seen that a lot in high school where you see a lot of the kickers will run to a certain location and then kick the ball. We actually saw that last week on the Game of the Week where they did that and then pulled up and passed the ball. and actually getting the first down. So that's the, if you want to call it the option kick, is we're starting to see that evolution here in high school football. So it's Erie now with 7.5 left here till halftime, and really not in a good neighborhood to start out from, again, due to the fact that the defense is very good here for the Riders. We've seen 2 knockdowns starting in fumbles. Nice run, going forward, taking it up over past the 30-yard line. That was a huge run going over left tackle for the Tigers. Picking the hole nicely was Wes Brow, and that's what they needed to get out of the hole. So the sticks move, and it's first down. If you're the Tigers, this is a very important series to try to get a touchdown before halftime and try to get some momentum back. For Roosevelt, you're looking to shut them down quickly and get another score before halftime. In the shotgun, Portillo, there's the handoff, quickly met, defense stringing it out. You can see the gang tackle. And really, it was a wave tackle. You could see the wave of Riders coming in on Cooper Bartholomew. And there is another flag on the play. Now we're starting to see a little bit of a rash of penalties here. First quarter pretty much penalty free, and now it's turning more into a flag fest, if you will. 6:52 left here in the second quarter. Second down, 10, ball sitting on the 33-yard line. 14-0 Riders. Very important series here for the Tigers to try to keep this one going. Defense is right there on the handoff up the middle. They may lose a yard or 2 on the play. So very good defense here by the Riders. And this, if you're Coach Easton, this is what you want to see in your defense, is to slow down any glimmers of any kind of scoring here for the Tigers. You want to kill any kind of momentum that you can get into early. You want to keep the momentum on your side, and so far we're starting to see that. It's third down and 13. Ball sitting on the 30-yard line. Portillo in the shotgun. Play action, going to go right side, looking to pass. And you could see the pass was there. It looks like Austin Bond was not ready for the pass. He looked up and the ball was going past him. So from this angle, it looked like it was a catchable ball. I don't think the receiver was ready for it, so it brings up fourth down. 5:55 left here in the second quarter. Another opportunity here for the Riders. Really, if you can go up 21 by halftime, that's really setting up momentum here for the third and fourth quarters. Going to be a little bit short on the punt. Going to take a Tiger bounce. It's taken on the 15-yard line. Kind of caught the defenders off guard there. Ran up, got it to about the 32-yard line before going out of bounds, and that's where the Riders will begin again. Good to have you along on the game of the week here from Peterson Field, Roosevelt Roughriders, Erie Tigers. Hard to believe already there's only 2 weeks left in this season, and then Chassa will have to make decisions, and this is the tough time of the year, especially when you have a lot of teams that are very close as far as the standings are concerned. Really, there are formulas that they look at as far as total yardage, total points, besides the wins in their league, besides the overall league records, and that's critical as far as this time of the year, and you can see why coaches take this time very, very seriously. Dive, and actually a keeper, Holguin, may have lost about a half a yard on the play. That'll bring up second down.
Quarterback keep loss of 2 on the play. So it's a 2nd and 12 for the Roughriders.
Oddly enough, if you take a look at the total passing versus the total running, amazing numbers we're going to talk more about at halftime. But I'm a little shocked. There's the dive up the middle. Got about 2, maybe 3 on the play. On the run for the Riders, it was Christian Maziak. So the senior got about 2.5. That'll bring up third down. But literally the leader as far as the 4A conference is concerned has almost 3,500 yards passing already. We'll talk about that later. Holguin on the keeper loses some yardage on the play. You can see Erie fighting very, very hard here. Some nice gang tackling and really, as far as reading the offensive scheme on the front line, doing a good job. In on the tackle was Riley Melton for the Tigers. So that brings up fourth down. And a good defensive series here by the Tigers with 4:20 left here in the second quarter. So the Tigers now with an opportunity back is Noah Roper to receive, along with Trevor David. There's a flag already on the play. We'll see if it's some kind of a block early. So it was Deckard again on the return. We're calling that name a lot tonight, not only on the running side, receiving side, and returning side is Deckard. So apparently there was no flag on the play. It was picked up by the Stripes. So the ball now sitting on the 46-yard line where the Tigers will begin with 4 minutes left here in the quarter. Portillo with the pitch left side. Defense almost snuffed it. Nice cutback. Almost a loss on the play, but that was actually good individual effort by, looks like Josh Cobb on the run. Got about 4 on the play, but really almost was caught behind the line by the defense of the Riders. So the ball now pushing it up, it looks like at about the 49-yard line. Second, and they're going to call it 5 officially. So Tigers really needing to score here if they want to stay in this one, because you know what the Riders are going to do. Keeper by Portillo. There's the pitch left side. Deckard with a nice cut. Flags flying. There might be some kind of a hold here. We'll see how that runs. Usually when you see it in the backfield like that, it usually goes against the offense. There it is. No surprise there. Swarming defense by the Riders. There were 3 defenders in the neighborhood of Deckard. Deckard with a nice effort, but obviously the hold there nullified the running play. So they're calling it a block in the back officially. So that brings up second down and 13. Clock is running. 3:13 left here till halftime. Portillo looking. There's the pass, completing it over the middle. Probably got back about 2 to 3 yards in the play, close to the original line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up potentially fourth down. Actually, they are calling it third down. We didn't see it change, so apparently it's going to remain at 3rd and 13. Tigers just not able to really get anything going against this defense whatsoever. They came out throwing, effective for a couple of series, and then really it was shut down by the defense, reacting very quickly. Portillo looking, going to go right side, going to launch one. 3 players in the neighborhood, 2 defenders, 1 receiver, and guess what? Incomplete. Very well covered by 2 defenders, really wrapping up the offensive receiver. So that's going to bring up fourth down. Very well coached are these Riders, not only offensively, we weren't surprised there, but defensively, you can see the coverage very, very good. High snap. It'll bounce, and we'll see if they down it at around the 12-yard line, where the Riders will begin once again with 2:49 left here till halftime. So as we mentioned, really if you think about the passing side, we'll kind of allude a little bit here to it. Chris Hellberg for Holy Family, 3,425 yards. Insane as far as his passing is concerned. I've not heard that, and there's still a couple of games left here. Who knows how far he will go as far as passing. If you've got 3,400 yards already, depending upon how the defense plays you tonight, you have a couple of really good games. You could be in the neighborhood of 4,000 yards for just the season, and you still have playoffs. Handoff left side, nice cut back by the Riders, good extra effort. Going to push forward, got about 8 on the play. That was a huge play by Carlos Ortega going over the left tackle, and you could see that extra effort keeping those legs churning with a nice gain there. Clock is running. Another opportunity here. You can see how quickly this offense can score. Play action, going to go with the pass, got a deep wobble ball. It's going to be a little bit over the head of the receiver in Deontay Hunt. So Hunt trying to run underneath that, but overthrown, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. A little bit of a wobble ball there, but again, nicely defended by the Tigers. Could have potentially been picked off anyways. So probably a good idea to overthrow that just a bit. You don't want it to get picked off. 3rd and 2. There's the dive, easily getting the 1st down and a chunk more. Looked like about 7 to 8 on the play, so that'll move the sticks and get the 1st down here for the Riders.
Next ball to the 7-yard line. That's where the Riders will have it. 1st and 10.
So the Riders going with their bread and butter. That is the handoffs, sprinkled with an occasional pass. 1st down, ball sitting on the 27-yard line. Man in motion. There's the pitch going right side. Defense is there. Nice breaking tackles. Getting close to the 1st down on the play was Nick Wall. So the man in motion, 1st man through, gets the handoff. Nice gain. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Ball sitting on the 35-yard line. Game of the week, Peterson Field, Roosevelt High School. It is the Roughriders against the Tigers. Riders undefeated in league, 5-0, looking to extend that streak. Play action. Going deep, we'll see if it's going to be caught. Nice throw, reaching up, back shoulder catch. And easily the 1st down. Nice throw and catch by Portillo. Going to Rivera. That was a huge gain. We saw that earlier. We're actually Holguin lofted one in. Got about a 25 to 30-yard catch in the 1st quarter. Same here in the 2nd quarter. So opportunity here with under a minute. Holguin looking, surveying, nice throw and catch, slipping. Nice extra effort. Hammered down around the 20-yard line, but close to the 1st down once again. 44 seconds left. So 2 quick passing plays. And close to the red zone here are the Riders. So officially the mark is at the 22-yard line. And it looks like there is a timeout on the field. We will keep it right here. But you can see Holguin with a very good arm as far as on the run can throw and has very good touch. Literally, that was an over-the-shoulder, back shoulder catch and a very athletic play on both the quarterback as well as the receiver, because really the defender was right there almost step for step. That had to be perfectly placed, and that was a beautiful throw and catch here by the Riders. So if you're the Tigers, you're wondering, what do we got to do to stop this offense? You've got a very good running game, and so far, a pretty effective passing game when allowed. So 44 seconds left here. It looks like they are officially staying on the 22-yard line. Opportunity to get another 6 on the board here before halftime. That's the keeper by Holguin. Falls forward for a couple. Clock is running. We'll see if there is a timeout. There is, taken by the Riders, so they're going to go ahead and try to set up the score here with 39 seconds left. If we look at the passing yards, we're going to just talk as far as the Northern Conference here. As we mentioned, Chris Helberg with 34-25. Then it's Cody Brach from Berthoud, who we will see next week as far as the Riders are concerned. Has a good season going himself with 1,863 yards. Anytime you're over 1,000 yards passing in high school, that is a very good season. And in this case, Cody with 1,863 yards, and he's got a couple of games left to go over 2,000 yards. Chance Eben, who is the sophomore from Northridge, has a respectable 1,252 yards. He's sitting in third. It's Riley Glenn from Meade with 617 and Michael Lamb from Frederick at 522. So there's some very good air games in the Northern Conference, in the 3A Conference. 39 seconds left, play action. There's the pass, wide open, going to take it in for the touchdown. And close, just a couple of yards short of the touchdown, but a nice play action that drew the defense in, going right side, hitting the receiver in the flat, and they're about ready to score once again. Ball sitting on the 3-yard line with 33 seconds left here in the quarter. Running clock. There's the pitch left side. Cutting back is Ortega. We'll see if he got in. It's close. But you've got to be very happy with what you're seeing on the passing side. As you know, when you get into playoffs, you have to mix it up. If you get predictable, even if you have a very good running offense, when you get into playoffs, there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be a hold against the Riders, so that'll push them back. But where really the difference becomes as you get into playoffs, it becomes into the chess game. In other words, mixing up your plays, not only the running game, but trying to mix it up with the passing game. So there is a timeout on the field by the Tigers. We'll just keep it right here. Defense becomes crucial as far as studying other teams, as far as getting to know their schemes on the offense, as far as passing and running is concerned. So you can see what we're seeing tonight is more passing here by the Riders, maybe more than what they traditionally do. And oddly enough, it's with the backup quarterback in Mason Holguin. So talking it over here, they have 25 seconds left. Very important series here for both teams. If you're the Tigers, you want to try to keep it to 3. If you're the Riders, 7, and going with 21 points on the board. Clearly set up for a running play. Goes past, it's knocked down. Good defense, and reaching up and making a nice swat on the play for the Tigers is Luke Conalig. Conalig, again, over 6 feet. It looks like about 6'2", 6'3", just reaching up off of his defensive end side and just swatting it down. So with the penalty, it's now 2nd down, 14 on the 14-yard line for the score. Play action, knockdown again. So 2 good defensive plays here by the Tigers to knock the ball down on passes. So if you are the Tigers, you got to feel very good if they can keep the Riders from any kind of a score here. Very tough series here so far for the Riders to get to score within the red zone. Going more to the air instead of the ground game after getting in within 20 yards. Now it's 3rd and 14. Keep in mind the holding play didn't help any. Sitting in the shotgun is Holguin. surveying the field. There's the pass going right side. We'll see if he can break it in. High hurdle flying over, but he's going to be held short of the touchdown. You could see the defense going high, trying to high hurdle there, but the defense going up with the running back, and you could see flying in the air, so that prevented any kind of a score. So there's 9 seconds left here before halftime, and now a decision at 4th down. Ball sitting on the 6-yard line. So the Riders looking for a field goal. They'll take the points. Really, it's been all Riders as far as controlling the clock. How important is that for clock control when you have a team like the Riders who are able to run the ball? If you compare the amount of plays so far, it's about 70% has been running, but as of late, it's been more passing. But the passing has not gotten the score. We've not seen any kind of passing touchdown. So far, the 2 scores have been on running touchdowns. So you can see the strength of the Riders, but you've got to be very happy with what you're seeing on the passing here this evening as far as going into the flat, going with the passes over the middle, and the touch pass twice going over the shoulder, literally, with the receivers and getting 25 to 30 yards on each play. On the rushing side, as far as the conference is concerned, Carlos Ortega, no surprise here for Roosevelt, has 1,001 yards coming into tonight. Right behind him is Cameron Hurtado with 793 yards. So very good seasons. You put it together, and you're looking at close to 1,800 yards between the 2 running backs. 9 seconds left. Roosevelt looking to get the field goal. Extra point, or actually the field goal looks good from here, and it is good. So Roosevelt converting, and it's now 17-0. We'll be setting up here literally about 4 seconds left before we go to halftime. Halftime, we do expect a halftime show. This is senior night. Of course, the seniors were honored before the game. We try to get a little film on that for you. So you can watch a rebroadcast of this as much as you want right here on Radioactive247sports.com. We will be loading the YouTube version of it within 24 hours. It takes us about that much time to convert over. So you can go back and watch it as much as you'd like for free. We will initially save it on the Ustream TV version, but I'll let you know it looks a lot better on the YouTube version, so it's worth the wait if you can. But we'll stick it up there for you as far as the Ustream version in case you want to watch it immediately after this game this evening. So Roosevelt now with 4 seconds left. It'll be a quick catch and run, and that should pretty much do it. We'll take a short break at halftime, and we'll talk more about what the league looks like as far as the playoffs. We'll talk about the state. We'll give you a nice rundown here of what's to come. End over end. Tigers looking, loose ball. Looked like Roosevelt fell on it, but we'll see. It looks like it might be Tiger ball. It is Tiger ball. And that will do it. After 2 in the books, Roosevelt coming through in the last couple of minutes to get the field goal. And now they go up 17-0. So as we head into halftime, we'll take a short break. We'll come back with some numbers here for you. You're watching the game of the week on Radioactive247sports.com from Peterson Field. We will take a timeout.
Got a sluggish computer that just doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning? Computer Concepts and Security can diagnose, find a solution, and remove those nasty viruses that nag at your computer. Call Rich Harris, who has over 25 years of computer diagnostics, repair, and improve your computer performance while finding solutions to keep your computer safe from viruses and hackers. Call 970-388-3317, 970-388-3317, or find him on Facebook. Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My Three Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My Three Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979 or find her on Facebook.
Roosevelt High School dance team. Say thank you for all of your support. And continuing with halftime entertainment tonight. Now entering the football field is the Roosevelt Roughrider Marching Band. The band will be performing a medley of the 1993 movie The Nightmare Before Christmas. This medley includes This Is Halloween and the Oogie Boogie song. The alto saxophone duet is being played near the beginning, being performed by Isaac Orozco and Chandler Russell. However, before the band performs tonight, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the senior members of this year's marching band for all of their efforts throughout the years at Roosevelt High School. Roosevelt High School band seniors of this year include Alexandra Walter, drum major, Jose Pargas, baritone saxophone, Tyler Hall, snare drum, Doug Nelson, snare drum, and School Music Department is proud to present the senior drum major Alexander Walter and the Roosevelt High School Rough Rider Marching Band.
Welcome back to Peterson High School. Here at halftime, and so far it has been all Roosevelt Roughriders. It is 17-0. If you think about what's been going on in this ball game, it really has been ball control. The Riders so far have had a very good passing game mixed with a very good running game. In fact, at 2 times we saw 2 big passes by Holguin. Mason, of course, lobbing some in for 25 and 30 yards and getting a very good passing play that set up some good running plays. On the defensive side, we've seen very good defense by the Roosevelt Roughriders. Potentially, they have knocked down 2 balls that could have been scoring plays by the Erie Tigers that slowed down any kind of scoring play. But from there, really, it was the offense that took over with a lot of ball control, a lot of good running, that offensive line doing a very good job in regards to setting up the runs and, of course, setting up some good passes. You've got to be very, very pleased if you're the coach here for the Roosevelt Roughriders, simply because Mason Holguin, who has come into tonight for the normal starting running or quarterback, has come in and done a very good job. The junior managing the team and some very good play action passes going to his left and to his right side and completing some very, very good passes. So far in the standings, and we're going to talk a little bit some numbers here for you. As we mentioned on the running back side, Roosevelt with Carlos Ortega averages 1,001 yards. It was Cameron Hurtado with 793 yards. Keep in mind, Cameron is the starting quarterback normally here for the Roosevelt Roughriders, and besides a very effective passer when need be, is a very good running back, and you can see why, because a lot of the plays that Roosevelt does is on the keepers where they follow over left and right tackle or left and right guard and getting those extra yards or going outside on the option play. Also is Michael Zeman from Holy Family on the season with 718 yards on the season so far. It is Dane Myers from Meade with 543 yards on the running side, and it is Alonzo Lopez from Northridge with a very good season so far with 464 yards. On the receiving side, no surprise there, it's Joe Golter from Holy Family with 1,121 yards. And when you have a quarterback like Chris Helberg, who has 3,400 yards so far in this season, you can understand why you have some very good receivers for Holy Family with some big numbers. For Berthoud tonight, who is playing in a very big game against Holy Family, keep in mind both of those teams are 4-1 in league play. They average, as far as the receiving side, 805 yards receiving. For Holy Family, also it's Bryce Bundridge with 792 yards receiving. From Northridge, it's Kaylor Werner, and that's the new wave for Northridge as far as the receivers. Of course, older brother just graduated this past season. Kaylor with 655 yards, and from Holy Family, it's Michael Zeman with 561. Total points, no surprise there, Holy Family with 102 total points from Michael Zeman. Cameron Hurtado from Roosevelt having a great season with 96 total yards. Right behind him is Carlos Ortega with 84 total points. Joe Gottler from Holy Family with 84, and from Holy Family also it is Joe Geist with 72. We'll be back here in just a moment. What we're going to do is take a short break. We'll get back more into some of the numbers. We'll also talk about what the rest of the league is doing. We'll also talk about what is coming as far as playoff predictions. You're watching the Game of the Week from Peterson Field here at Roosevelt High School. We'll take a timeout.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My 3 Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My 3 Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979, or find her on Facebook.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture. Got a sluggish computer that just doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning? Computer Concepts and Security can diagnose, find a solution, and remove those nasty viruses that nag at your computer. Call Rich Harris, who has over 25 years of computer diagnostic, repair, and improve your computer performance while finding solutions to keep your computer safe from viruses and hackers. Call 970-388-3317, 970-388-3317, or find him on Facebook.
Welcome back to Peterson Field here at Roosevelt High School. It is the game of the week, and so far it's the Roosevelt Roughriders with a 17-0 advantage over the Erie Tigers. As we mentioned, it has been one of those games for Roosevelt, pretty much kind of standard issue. But if you think about it from the Erie side, you've got to be very happy with what you're seeing, holding the Riders to 17 points in this ball game. There's been some very good defensive plays here by the Tigers, also stripping the ball from the Riders, and really the Riders could be up 21 points. They could be up as close to 28 points, but you saw some very good plays here by the Tigers to kind of slow down some of the offense for the Riders. You can see the Riders now coming back onto the field, waiting for Erie. As we take a look at the 3A, and we're going to talk about the state predictions. Not what actually is, but the state predictions so far. This is by Max Preps. They list Roosevelt at number 1 as far as being effective and going into the playoffs. These are predictions only. Right behind them is Pueblo East, followed by Palisade, Rifle, and Delta, all at 7-1. Roosevelt is 5-0 in league, and you can see in the league also it's 2-0 at Pueblo East. So all of these teams overall at 7-1 so far in the season. Holy Family then comes in next, and at 6-2, Classical Academy, Colorado Springs at 6-3. So you can see the touchback, and it'll be Roosevelt taking the ball on the 20-yard line. Good to have you along on the game of the week. We're in Peterson Field, Roosevelt High School. And you can see clearly this is one of those games here that Roosevelt, if they want to, can really run ahead and really take an advantage here early and get out of this one with momentum with the next couple of scores. So far, Mason Holguin has done a terrific job as far as managing the teams, stepping in for Cameron Hurtado, who's got the night off. They're going to preserve their quarterback for the final run here. Of course, next week, Roosevelt takes on Berthoud at Berthoud. Keeper by Holguin, stacked up, got about 2 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. So we will continue the playoff predictions here in just a moment. But there's no surprise with Roosevelt sitting on top. No surprise with Pueblo East and Palisade. Rifle and Delta over the past few seasons have had very good programs. Handoff right side, nice spin move, forced close to the first down. On the carry for Roosevelt. Nice run by Christian Maziak. So Christian getting the first down. So back to standard Rider football, which is control the clock, go over right and left tackle. First man actually Holguin with the keeper. Got about 3 to 4 in the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So as we continue in the predictions now, Holy Family is listed as number 6 at 6-2. Classical Academy 6-3 at number 7. Fort Morgan at 8-0, undefeated. But because of the scoring, they are down as far as the predictions are concerned. Nice cut right side. Big gain. Rambling close to midfield. And on the carry was Austin Smith, the senior. So very effective running here by Roosevelt coming out in the second half. In the second quarter, as the clock was running down before halftime, you saw Roosevelt go more to the air. Very effective passing, which produced 3 points in the field goal. Handoff over the tackle, stacked up at the 50-yard line. So at number 9, and these are predictions only, it's Meade at 7-1, Lewis Palmer, number 10, at 7-1, Discovery Canyon out of Colorado Springs at 4-4, D'Evelyn out of Denver, number 12, and at number 13, it's Pueblo County. Handoff, nice cutback, getting a nice gain, but you could see the yellow hanky flying. We'll see if there was some kind of a hold there, but again, a nice cutback and run by Christian Maziak. And it'll be pushed back, and there it is, the hold. So Maziak with a nice run, but it's nullified, so it still takes it back to, we'll give you the official mark here. Looks like at about the 44-yard line, so that brings up 2nd and 14. That'll drive a coach crazy, but in this case, Roosevelt with a very good effort so far this evening on that offensive line. So Roosevelt looking to get back really into the rhythm of the game. Looked like a broken play. Not sure if the intention was to go to the running back first through, but you could see Holguin quickly responding, looking for the handoff, and then just responded and ran back through the hole. Gained about a 1, but still that brings up 3rd and 12. Man in motion, man through, nice cut back. Going to be short of the first down. That was Carlos Ortega on the run. Very quick hitting the hole is Ortega, the leading runner here for the Riders. No surprise there with that kind of speed. So now it brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it. There's the pitch right side. Going to get the first down, most likely. Nice run. We'll see where the official mark is. But you can see the speed of this backfield. And that was Nick Wall on the carry. Moves the stakes, gets the first down. So Roosevelt very confident in that running game, and Nick Wall gets the first down. Ball sitting on the 38-yard line. 8:37 left here. There's an offside. Most likely by the Tigers, jumping offside. Getting a little bit anxious there, trying to get a jump. And you can see why they get anxious. Very simply, when you have a running game this effective, and you can see really starting to kick in here in the second half, going much more to the running game. They're looking for every kind of edge. Play action. Going to go corner. Got a man open, and touchdown. Nice throw. 35 to 40 yards in the air. Holguin hitting the wideout. Right over, connecting to Hulbert, and it's 6. Huge play. More importantly, you think about, yes, they have Cameron Hurtado, who's a very good quarterback, but you could see the setup on that, on the play action, plenty of time surveying the field, putting it right there. You think about the throws and catches that we've seen so far in this game, and it has been right on as far as the location is concerned. Extra point, plenty of leg is good. So the score goes up to 24-0 with 8:31 left here in the third quarter. You're watching the game of the week on Radioactive 247sports.com from Peterson Field. We will take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Welcome back to Peterson Field, and just like that, an air attack starting to show itself here with Mason Holguin throwing a nice pass over the shoulder and getting the touchdown on a 40-yard pass, and is now 24-0 with 8:31 left here in the third quarter. Really, if you're thinking about playoffs, this is exactly what you want to start establishing, is some kind of a passing game, which we knew Roosevelt had. Maybe they're just kind of keeping it in the back pocket, because really it becomes down to a chess match when you start getting into the playoff situation. And so far, we're seeing more of a complete game here by Roosevelt, mixing it up nicely. Yes, they average 46 points a game, but you've got to be pleased with the way that they're scoring and moving the ball, not only with the run, but with the pass here this evening. So continuing our little journey here as far as the playoff predictions are concerned, as we wait for the Tigers to come out. Evergreen is sitting at number 14 at 6-2. Berthoud, who we will see next week at 6-2, number 15 in the predictions, and at number 16, Pueblo Central. Stacked up at the line, probably not much of a gain, if anything, and actually it looks like potentially a loss, and the flags are flying. Canyon City at number 17 at 3-5. Grand Junction Central at 5-3, listed at number 18 in the playoff predictions. Eagle Valley at Gibson, predicted at number 19 at 6-2. Erie, who we're seeing here tonight, is listed as number 20. They're at 4-4. So potentially now, they do take the top 24 to 32. And potentially we could see these Erie Tigers, depending upon how Chassa decides this and how Erie does next week, we could see them also in the playoff situation. Centaurus listed at number 21 at 6-2. You can see Erie getting set up here. Portillo knocked down, nice play. Turnabout is fair play, right? Roosevelt had 2 knocked down earlier, and now Roosevelt steps up to the plate and knocks down a pass of Portillo's. Going to bring up second down. But at number 22, this is, keep in mind, just the playoff predictions. It's Lutheran at Parker at 5-3. At number 23, Harrison of Colorado Springs at 5-3. Vista Peak, 4-4 at number 24. And then Northridge of Greeley listed as number 25. In the playoff predictions. Northridge with a big game tonight. There's a nice run. Got about 4 on the play. So Brow coming through with a big play. So that should bring up third down and 3. Again, if you are the Tigers, you want to get on the board as quickly as you can. 7.5. The clock is evaporating. Time is starting to run out. And when you have a team like Roosevelt who's playing good defense and pretty much scoring it well with a 24-0 lead, you got to do something quickly. On the keeper, nice cutback by Portillo. Gets the first down close to the midfield mark. So that is now marked officially at the 49-yard line, and Erie now in business. We will give you the official standings of the 3A conference, not the predictions. That'll be coming up here in just a few minutes. So Erie in business with the ball sitting on the 49-yard line. Keeper, spin move, stacked up. We'll see if any kind of a gain whatsoever by Portillo. Very similar types of offenses that we're seeing by both teams where the quarterbacks literally keep the ball and they can either pass the ball like we've seen by both teams. They can run the ball or the quarterback can keep it himself. Try to get some kind of a gain here. Second down, nothing gained on that last play. 10 for the first down. Portillo on the keeper. Nice cutback. Nice spin move. Close, gets the first down. You could see a number of very evasive moves by Portillo to slip the tackle. That's really the best way. It's almost like a boxer slipping a jab. Is Portillo slipping the tackles the way he just a quick sidestep and just missing being tackled and got the first down. So the ball sitting on the 39-yard line. Tigers on the move. Portillo looking, surveying, looking for a pass, going to keep it, going to run. Got 2 to 3 on the play before he's tackled at the 35-yard line. Good series so far here by the Tigers, where they're mixing the play up. But most importantly, it's a lot of his Portillo with his individual play to move the ball forward. Clock is evaporating. 5:34 left here in the third quarter. 24-0. Riders on top. Peterson field, beautiful night tonight. Keeper by Portillo. There's the pitch, left side. Stiff arm, going to get the first down and more. Going down the sideline, taken out at about the 18-yard line. Nice run and carry and gain by Wes Brow. So Wes Brow, one of more of those bruising backs coming through, getting the big gain, getting the first down. And Erie now threatening with the ball sitting on the 19-yard line. Portillo surveying, looking pass, going to keep it again. That draws and freezes the defense. Pulled down. You can see the flags and clearly why. Could be a horse collar call against the Riders. You could see the way Portillo went down and getting pulled down, got close to the first down on the run. But what happens when Portillo goes right side on the play action, he's looking to pass, and that freezes the defense, so that freezes them just enough to where if he decides to run like he has done in the last 2 plays, can get 8 to 10 yards on a carry. So there is the penalty. They're going to move it up half the distance to the goal line, and now this is the first real threat of the Tigers here this evening. Ball sitting on the 4-yard line. Handoff power play up the middle, going to take it in for the touchdown. Nice play. So that was a very good series by the Erie Tigers. Wes Brow powering it in, 4 yards, gets the touchdown. So it's 24-6 with 4:57 left. Most likely we'll see the extra point. There's really no reason to go for 2 here on the 2-point conversion. But you never know. This could be a set play. They might be looking to go 2-point conversion by the way they're huddling here. And they are electing to go 2 points. So you can see 4 receivers lined up on the left side, stacking it up, going down the middle. Nice throw, a little bit high. So Portillo not able to complete the 2-point conversion, had to go high to his wideout so that it wouldn't be picked off. So with 4:57 left here in the third quarter, it's 24-6. Here on the game of the week from Peterson Field, we'll take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Welcome back to Peterson Field. Nice series here by the Erie Tigers. Portillo, for the main reason, with the ability to run and really freeze the defense. They get 6, but on the two-point conversion, not able to do or get the conversion in and get the 2 points. So it still remains 24-6 as we wait for the kickoff. Want to say hello to some friends from the Johnstown Breeze. Check them out. Great newspaper. Want to say special thanks to Zant Reyes for setting us up here this evening. Great newspaper. Nice cut back by Roosevelt. Looks like a big hole. One to beat. Oh, what a fake. And tackle down at about the, looks like the 25-yard line, but it was Orlando Rivera. And you could see with the hesitation move, really kind of froze the defender trying to put a lick on him and had to wait to see if he was going to cut left or right. Went right and extended the play. So a nice run back. And the ball now sitting on the 30-yard line. A lot of talent here with these Riders this evening, individual talent. Good team effort, good coordination on that offensive line. There's the keeper, Holking falling forward. Looked like he got about 5 to 6 on the play. That'll bring up second down. Zant Reyes, of course, is the sports writer for the Johnstown Breeze. Has some very insightful commentary, does a great job in regards to the sports scene here in northern Colorado. So again, check out the Johnstown Breeze, a very good newspaper, and they will take very good care of you as far as reporting local news and sports news. Johnstown Breeze. So there is an injury, but able to walk off with a little bit of help from his friends was Connor Toot. So you can see nursing and keeping that right foot and hopping off the field literally. So that'll bring up second down and 4. Ball sitting on the 24-yard line. 4:31 left here in the third quarter. Orlando Rivera, what can you say about the moves and the speed of the return by Rivera on the kick return? And actually the reverse going back. Nice cut up the middle. Second man through left side. Should be easily enough for the first down. It is. So you can see the misdirection on the run. Getting the first down. Nice play. Defense looking on the right side for the first man through. Bought the fake. And you can see the huge hole opened up by the left tackle and the left guard getting the first down. Loose ball. We'll see if Erie came up with it. It looks like they did. They do. So a missed opportunity. Some very nice individual play here by the Riders. But a mishandle, and Erie now has the ball with 4:05 left here in the third quarter. It's 24-6. So Erie got to be happy with that, trying to get back into the ball game. Missed opportunity on the 2-point conversion just a few minutes ago. We're still sitting at 24-6. Looking at the 3A official standings as far as the conference is concerned, Fort Morgan is undefeated at number 1. They're 5-0 in league and 8-0 overall. The Mustangs having a great season so far. Right with them is Delta at 6-0 in league and 8-1 overall. On the keeper hit hard is Portillo. That'll bring up second down. We'll see if he got a gain officially. We will try to do a post-game interview here with the coach, Coach Easton, for the Riders, get his comments as far as the season so far. Gain of 1, that's going to bring up 2nd and 9, ball sitting on the 16-yard line. Right behind Fort Morgan and Delta is Rifle at 4-1, 7-1. Meade at 4-1, 7-1. Palisade 4-1, 7-1. Roosevelt, oddly enough, sitting at number 8 at 5-0, 7-1. Most likely will go at 6-0 tonight. Keeper Portillo falls forward, may have gotten 3 to 4 on the play. Nice cutback. You could see ducking underneath the tackler before going down. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. We're going to call it about 2.5 to 3 yards for the first down.
Maybe 3 yards for the Tigers.
So Berthoud also in the hunt at 3-2, 6-2. Evergreen 3-0, 6-2. Eagle Valley at the 12 spot at 3-2, 6-2. Centaurus having a good year this year at 2-1, 6-2. D'Evelyn at 3-0, 6-2. And Holy Family at 4-1 and 6-2, all in the hunt. As far as the playoffs are concerned, we'll call more in just a moment. You can see it looks like a player is down for the Tigers. We're not sure what the issue is there. But kneeling down and not coming up, and we can't get a number, so we can't tell who it is for the Tigers. Odd play. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Very nice series that we saw by Roosevelt on the passing by Mason Holguin. Most likely it looked like tying a shoe. That's what that was about. 3rd and 2. Handoff power play should be enough. It'll be close for the first down. We'll see what the mark is.
On the carry up the middle for the Tigers.
Going with the dive play. Gets the first down, so the Tigers move the sticks.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
So now it's sitting on the 25-yard line. Tigers really needing to get something moving quickly. There's only under 2.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. A lot of ground to make up against a very tough Riders team. Play action, Portillo, there's the pass, nice throwing catch, there's the cutback. Squirts forward for the first down, nice extra effort and play. Looked like Riley Deckard on the reception. Not a surprise there, we've seen in a lot of plays by Deckard this evening, and his ability to juke with the speed gets the first down. Clock is running, minute 53. Tigers have split receivers. Shotgun. Handoff, nice cut, but the defense is there, stacking it up. Maybe a yard on the play. Had that one read very nicely
David on the carry
for Roosevelt.
2 on the play. Brings up his 2nd.
So they've got 2 officially on the carry, 2nd and 8. Ball sitting on the 40-yard line. You've got to, kudos to this defense, too, doing a very fine job against Erie. Dive up the middle, nothing there. Maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Up the middle for the Tigers.
But you would think after a number of attempts to try to go up the middle that Erie would try something different, maybe going over the tackles or even going with a sweep. We haven't seen a whole lot of that. When we have seen Portillo go to his left or right side, it's been effective, especially when he freezes the defense and they're looking past potentially, and then he tucks it and runs. That's been effective for the Tigers this evening. Down to about a half a minute left here until the end of the 3rd quarter. Portillo being chased and slammed hard, losing the ball. We'll see who came up with it. It looked like the Tigers did come up with it, but that should bring a 4th down and a loss on the play.
Roughriders, Collins, the trophy's able to recover it.
So very good defensive series here by the Riders to stop this offensive movement. And that should pretty much do it here for the third quarter as time runs out. So after 3 in the books, it is 24-6. You're watching the game of the week on radioactive247sports.com.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My 3 Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My 3 Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979 or find her on Facebook.
Welcome back to Peterson Field, heading into the fourth quarter. It has all been Roosevelt. Roosevelt not only offensively but defensively doing the job. Portillo trying to get something going there, but you can see the defense stiffening. Reading the runs very, very well, and oddly enough, we're a little surprised that Erie did not go back to sending Portillo on an option play, which worked earlier. High bounce, it's going to take a tiger bounce. It'll roll to around the, we'll call it the 10-yard line, where the Riders will begin again. Good to have you along in the game of the week from Peterson Field, Roosevelt High School. Chris Allen here with you. Good to have you along. Beautiful evening. Good crowd, and you can see if we can potentially, we'll try to get one of our camera people to pan over in the end zone. You can see over in the end zone all of the students lined up for the Roosevelt Roughriders. So you can see clearly a very good contingent sitting in the end zone cheering on their Riders who have the ball sitting on the 10-yard line. Handoff, nice power play, right tackle, nice gain. It'll be close to the first down. We'll see what the mark is. Hitting it hard and very quickly were the Riders on the play. Wall got the carry, got the first down, got him out of the hole. So the ball sitting on the 21-yard line. Good run, and more importantly, the way that he hit that hole so hard. If you think about it, on the offensive line, you really have a fraction of a second, maybe if you're lucky, a second, before the hole closes, and that tells you how quickly Wall hit that. First down. First man through. Nice run again, right side. This is extra. Nice spin move up to midfield and maybe a little more. 2 big running plays, and Roosevelt now in Tiger territory. And just like that, 2 big runs and an opportunity here with 11 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the ball game to go over 30. As good as a pass, literally. You think about opposing teams that have to face this Rider team and trying to defend this team, because you can see that the Riders can pass the ball. They have good receivers. Clearly the running game is their strength, but you have opportunities here in so many different ways, especially with the play action pass that we've seen utilized very effectively. And if you can drop a ball in 25 to 30 yards, which we've seen so far this evening, along with big bursts that we've seen just here in the last minute or two, you're going to cause nightmares for defensive coaches for teams to come, not only in Berthoud next week, but also in the playoffs, trying to figure out how do you defend this team. And it all starts with that offensive line, which is huge, and the execution, the opening the holes, the timing of the running back coming through and hitting it just at the right time, what we've seen in the last 2 running plays. So Roosevelt lining up. Ball sitting right at the 49-yard line on the big burst on the last play. Man in motion. There's the pitch. Loses the handle. Loose ball. Looks like Tigers got it, but we'll see who comes up off the bottom of the pile. Those are not friendly places that you want to be in the bottom of a pile there. We've heard so many different stories of what it actually is like to be on the bottom of a pile. Flag has flown. We'll see what the decision here by the Stripes is, if it'll make a decision as far as the outcome of this loose ball. So it looks like the Tigers do retain the ball. Not sure exactly whether, there it is. Personal foul against the Tigers. It's going to be marched back, but they do get the ball. So some good plays nullified by a loose ball on the pitch. Sometimes that happens when you have a backup quarterback, even though Mason Holguin has done a very good job this evening. We're not discounting anything that he has done, but maybe the timing isn't quite the same as you would with Cameron Hurtado, who has played pretty much the whole season and taking the night off tonight. So it's the Tigers with 10:58 left here in the ball game. An opportunity to try to shave this a bit. Man in motion. Keeper, there's the pitch left side. Going to get the first down. 13 on the play. Nice run. And more importantly, the way Noah Roper picked the hole, getting the first down on the cut across. So Roper doing a good job on the carry. So the ball now sitting on, it looks like the 45-yard line. Officially the 46-yard line. Erie with another opportunity, but so far Erie has not been able to convert. They've had some opportunities handed on the plate for them, just not able to convert, mostly due to the good defense that we've seen by Roosevelt. There's the throw in the flat. Nice shoestring tackle made by Roosevelt, preventing a larger play, really, if you think about it. That could have been a huge play. You could see that was setting it up to West Brow, but it was a good shoestring tackle to keep it to a 3-yard gain. The rest of the wall was open as far as the play was concerned. So Roosevelt with a good tackle. 2nd and 7, ball on the 43. And hit hard, loose ball. Roosevelt looks like they did get it. Flags are on the ground. Huge turn of events here. We're seeing some hard hits, which sees the ball squirting out of the running back's hands by both teams. And now it's Roosevelt with their turn after a hard hit, getting the ball now on the 45-yard line. So some big hits by both teams causing loose balls and an exchange. 9:48 left here in the ball game. 24-6 Roosevelt. Keeper, Holguin gets back to the line of scrimmage. This is going to bring up 2nd down. So if the worst thing happened where maybe Cameron Hurtado could not go in the playoffs, you have a very good backup, or if Cameron were to get hurt in the playoffs, you have a very good fill-in here, and really most likely the future here for the Riders and Mason Holguin. Fighting, getting extra effort, getting the yards. Nice play by the Riders. On the carry was Carlos Ortega. So it looked like he got about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Very good 1-2-3 punch, if you will, by the Riders. Ortega being one of them. And tonight, it is Mason Holguin doing a lot of the carrying as well. Right side. Going to get the first down and more. Carried it down, it looked like to about the 31-yard line, maybe the 30, depending upon where the mark is. That's Wall. So as we mentioned, 1-2-3 punch. Wall being part of that battery this evening here for the Riders.
2-yard line. That's where the Riders have it there, 1st and 10.
Shout out again to our friends at the Johnstown Breeze, doing a great job of bringing sports and news to you here in Johnstown. 8:21 left. Clock evaporating. Roosevelt in control of this game, really. Play action, going to go. It's going to be a little bit short. Going up, jump ball, back shoulder, drops it. Almost a push-off, but in and out of the hands of Orlando Rivera. You could see the separation, had an opportunity to pull it in. Defender was behind him, almost back shoulder, if you will. The good thing about that play by Rivera was the way that he was watching the ball, because it was slightly underthrown. So he came back for the ball, went up, and just not able to pull it in. Ball sitting on the 32-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field by Coach Easton. We'll just keep it right here. Give you some more updates as far as the rest of the state is concerned. Some scores. Delta over Grand Junction, 56-32. It was Vista Peak losing to Lutheran, 27-26. Canyon City with the victory over Mitchell, 28-6. It was Rifle with a huge win over Steamboat Springs, 41-0. Other games tonight: Thomas Jefferson at Conifer, Eagle Valley at Palisade, Summit at Steamboat Springs. And no surprise as far as the state is concerned. The leader of the pack is Chris Helberg. No surprising. We're talking state now here from Holy Family with the 34-25. Also in the top 5 in passing so far in the season is Owen Burke with 3,051. Luke Nethercrot with 2,056. E.J. Barrera with 1,900 yards. And Cody Brach with 1,863. These are the leaders through the state in the 3A conference. Pitch left side. Ortega. Extra effort, breaking tackles, taking it down to the 20-yard line. A huge run by Carlos Ortega. You could see that spin move. You can see the strength and, more importantly, the elusiveness of Ortega to get that gain. So it moves the sticks. Ball sitting on the 20-yard line, 1st down. It's a scary team here in Johnstown as far as that running attack is concerned. If I were an opposing coach, I'd be looking at the passing game too, stacked up nicely. Nowhere to go, loss on the play. Tigers with 3 defenders in to stop the play on Ortega.
Ortega on the carry, loss of 3 on the play. Brings up a 3rd or 2nd and
Tigers are a good team. This is not a team to be taken lightly. I can see why they're potentially in the playoff predictions. As far as Max Preps is concerned, it's a good team here. Some good defensive plays. Almost did get back in time. You could see the left defensive end starting to go off sides. Losing a handle was Holguin.
fumble on the play.
And we'll see if officially, it looked like Roosevelt got it back, but you can see the scramble for the ball in the pile, and it is the Tigers coming up with the ball.
Recover.
So really we're seeing a rash here by both teams of losing the ball on mishandles, or in this case maybe good defensive plays also. But we've seen Roosevelt with a couple of mishandles on the play, on pitches and runs. So the ball now going back to the Erie Tigers with 7 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the ball game. Ball sitting on the 26-yard line. Peterson Field, good to have you along in the game of the week. Chris Allen here with you, along with John Wheating, Warren Ray, Anna Eisenberg, and Jeremy Waters bringing it to you. Throw left side in the flat, gain of about 5 on the play, going to Sean Carell.
Tyler Carroll on the swing route pass.
So it looks like it's going to be 2nd, and we're going to call it 5.5 for the 1st down.
The Tigers.
Ball sitting in the neighborhood of the 31-yard line. If you're a Tiger fan, you're going to say 31. If you're a Roosevelt fan, you'll say 30.5. Some discussion here. Looks like some kind of an equipment situation. It was. Getting that taken care of was Orlando Rivera, so back in business. Clock is running under 6.5. Pitch right side. Got a hole. Nice cut back. Going to be close to the first down. Falling forward on the run was Carell. So a good run. Should move the sticks. We'll see officially. It's going to be a little bit short by about 1.5 yards. So you could see last second, and the Stripes do call that a first down. So now officially at the 36-yard line, first down for the Tigers. Man in motion. There's the pitch left side. Defense is there. Loss on the play. Nice play. Good defense covering the run. You could see trying to go with an option there on the deception, but a nice read by Austin Smith to get the tackle. So a loss on the play. That brings up second down. It looks like about 13.5 to 14 yards for the first down. Game is slowly evaporating away. Tigers really looking to try to shave a little bit. Really, this game is pretty much in the refrigerator as far as I'm concerned. And it looks like there is a timeout on the field. We'll just keep it right here as we look at some of the other leaders here in the state now. We've already covered, now this is state, this is not the Northern 3A. But on the rushing side for the state, it's Nick Pavlik with 1,586 yards. Kashawn Stover with 1,176 yards. Joey Paradiso with 1,127. Nathan Holdridge with 1,113. And Tate Kimball with 1,092 yards. Those are very good seasons. Again, keep in mind this is high school football. When you're hitting 1,000 yards, if you're at 800 yards, that is a very good season. When you start getting up into the neighborhood of 1,100, 1,200, and 1,500, that is a very good season. And coupled with a good passing attack, that makes it extra tough for defenses. Second down, ball on the 33-yard line, and 13 for the first. Portillo looking, being chased. Defense is there. Almost strings him up. Looking, throws it away. Now they are throwing a flag. We'll see if this is intentional grounding. He was clearly out of the pocket. So we'll see what they call him this. Maybe there was some kind of a hold here to give Portillo some kind of room to run, because he had to scramble right and left, used a lot of real estate to do so. Pretty much got his running in for the day on just that one play. But we'll see. They are calling it intentional grounding. Interesting call. Because he did go right and then cut back left. There is that quote-unquote imaginary area that they call the zone, which if you're in that zone or in that cone, if you will, and you throw it away, that's intentional grounding. But you could see really the defense setting that one up. Needless to say, it was a good defensive play by the Riders to help cause that play. So that brings up 3rd and 27, ball sitting on the 19-yard line. Portillo looking, going to go back shoulder throw, nice catch, going to be short of the first down. Keep in mind it was 3rd and 27, and they're about 2 to 3 yards short, so that's about a 24-yard play. So a nice play by Portillo and close to the first down. Now, clearly, they have no choice. They have to go for it here on fourth down. Officially, it's 4th and 4. And we'll see if there's a timeout on the field. We're not sure. Yep, there is a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. So Portillo, oddly enough, running for his life, got called for an intentional grounding. Then he comes right back and throws a 23 to 24-yard pass and almost gets the first down. So you can see the Erie Tigers, with the talent that they have, can come back and almost get the first down. If you're on the Riders side of the defense of the ball, some very good defense that caused the intentional grounding in the very first place and preventing the first down on the pass play. So the ball now sitting on the 42-yard line, 4th and 4. Really, this game is over. It's just a matter of just finishing this out, and it's just the difference in the point spread, depending upon your perspective. Jumping off sides, you can see on the right side, actually on the left side, a little bit anxious there for the Riders, hand caught in the cookie jar. So that will move it back 5. After tonight, as we keep mentioning, it will be Roosevelt traveling to finish it out against Berthoud. Berthoud, of course, is in the hunt as far as playoffs are concerned. Erie also has one more to go. We will tell you who they play here next week. Pass in the flat, bobbled, dropped. So that'll bring up 2nd down. So trying to go to Josh Cobb. Cobb looking ahead on the play. You could see he was already looking downfield to make his cut and try to get some kind of a conversion here and get more yardage. 4:43 left here in the ball game, 24-6. Roosevelt in command. Done a fine job both on the offense and defensive side of the balls here this evening. Again, hats off and kudos to junior Mason Holguin at quarterback. Portillo, and he's hammered. Defense is there. Has to eat the ball. So there is a huge chunk that's going to be added onto the total here. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 20. So a huge defensive play, and you got to be very happy if you're a Rough Rider fan. Ball now sitting on the 37-yard line, 4:11 left here in the ball game. We are going to try to get some interviews after the ball game. Pitch right side, hitting the hole hard. Defense is there, strung up nicely. Good defense. On the tackle was Christian Maziak, taking down Corral, or shall we say lassoing Corral. So that brings up 4th down. Could be final gasps here really for the Tigers, because after that, Roosevelt really, if they get the ball back after this, which they should, a couple of running plays, get a first down, and the game's over. But you can't fault the play of these Erie Tigers. We've seen some very good moments by this man right here. Portillo being chased. There's a flag. Spun around, another flag. We'll see what the nature of the call is, if it's a hold or not. You could see that defense. There's the hold. Coming in and really collapsing on both sides of the offensive line. So a very good effort to stop the Tigers here on 4th down. So, of course, that will be declined, and the ball now taken on the 32-yard line for the Riders. Plenty of time here, 3 minutes left in the ball game to get another score, potentially go over the 30 mark. Oddly enough, coming in on the average, as we mentioned, the Riders average 46 a game. And not to discount what we've seen in whole game, but normally it's Cameron Hurtado as the starting quarterback. We'll find out more about him during the post-game show. Man in motion. First man through, stacked up nicely. On the tackle, it was Luke Connellig for the Tigers. So losing one on the play, 2nd and 11. Ball sitting on the 33-yard line. Riders just really letting this one, the clock is running. We know what they're going to do pretty much is go run. Setting up really potentially some kneel downs coming shortly. There's the keeper. Holguin rambles forward, goes out of bounds, stops the clock, but before he does that, gets the first down. You could see the first man through became the lead blocker for Holguin. Gets the first down and is now sitting on the 21-yard line. So Coach Easton got to be very happy about what's happened here this evening. On both sides of the ball, especially here in the latter quarter, as far as the way the defense has really stiffened. Keeper Holguin falls forward, got a few on the play, setting up the second down, and most likely got about 5 on the play. Ball sitting on the 12, actually checked at the 17-yard line. Very tough to stop this running game. And the nice thing that you have when you have a mobile quarterback that can throw is it freezes the defense, especially in play actions, makes it very tough to defend, especially can throw in the flat. Keeper falling forward is Holguin, close to the first down. Minute 27, this game's almost over. Beautiful fall night. There was some concern about maybe potentially rain, but it's cleared up nicely. Cool evening here, most likely in the upper 40s, maybe actually checked at the lower 40s and maybe upper 30s this evening. Handoff and quickly stacked up. Good defense on the play. That was Angelo Hurtado on the carry for the Riders. So that brings up 4th down and 5. So really you have an option here. You can just kneel down and let this run out. You can kick a field goal and add a few more points. Add 3 more and make it 27. We'll just see what they elect to do. Plenty of time. They can just really let this run out. So a nice victory here for the Riders. They will go to 6-0 as far as league is concerned. 6-1, actually 8-1. There's the keeper falling forward. It's going to be close to the first down, pushing forward. We'll see where the mark is. 15 seconds left. Holguin doing a very good job of continuation in the play. Looks like he was a little bit short, and you could see the signal for the Tigers. The ball will be at the 11-yard line with 15 seconds left here in the ball game. But once again, a very good effort by Mason Holguin. Almost got the first down on the play. So the Riders tonight, as we mentioned, go to Berthoud. That should be an interesting ball game. Berthoud is not an easy team also. It's not a gimme. Really the strategy, if you will, is to protect if you have any of your key players. There's the stack up. Nice tackle. Loss on the play. And the clock will run out. So the Riders go to 6-0 in league. Final score as the Riders win this one, walking away 24-6 here at Peterson Field. We're going to take a timeout here in just a moment. We'll try to line up some interviews. You're watching the Game of the Week on Radioactive247sports.com. We will take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My 3 Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My 3 Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979 or find her on Facebook.
Got a sluggish computer that just doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning? Computer Concepts and Security can diagnose, find a solution, and remove those nasty viruses that nag at your computer. Call Rich Harris, who has over 25 years of computer diagnostic, repair, and improve your computer performance while finding solutions to keep your computer safe from viruses and hackers. Call 970-388-3317, 970-388-3317, or find him on Facebook. Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture. Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture. Established in 79, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Make a statement with customized one-of-a-kind treats to make your next event or party special with My 3 Cupcakes in Centennial. Nina Aguirre creates custom cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and specialty party sweets that will make your mouth water and will match your budget for almost any occasion. Make a statement with customized yummy treats for weddings, parties, graduations, and more. My 3 Cupcakes. Call or email Nina at my3cupcakes@hotmail.com or 303-887-0979 or find her on Facebook.
Welcome back to Peterson Field, and we have a couple of players of the game. And with the microphone in his hand is Christian, and forgive me if I say it wrong, Christian Maziak, right? Mazak, thank you. All right. Christian, why don't you put that up a little closer to your mouth there? And great game tonight, Christian. First of all, this is the first time that we've come in here. Tell us, you're really pretty much a running team, aren't you? That's what you really pride yourselves on.
Yeah, we definitely like to run the ball, but I mean, it's always nice to be able to pass the ball like we did tonight. Mason stepped in and threw some great passes, but we mainly like to run the ball. We're a running team, and we have been for many years.
So you're a running team pretty much, and we need, hold on a second here, we need more sound on Christian. I think the sound is down on Christian. Yeah, give us a little more pop there. And Christian, again, your running team, and so far, really that's been what Roosevelt has done over the years as far as the style of play. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've done that since I've been here, and we've always wanted to run the ball. It's what we're good at. It's our bread and butter.
Well, you hit the hole very, very hard when you're running the ball. You're also play on defense. Is that what Coach Easton really pushes, is really hard hitting?
Yeah, definitely. That's the Roosevelt mentality around here. We like to hit hard. We're kind of backwoods kids, just known for hard hitting. Not really academics, but we can hit you pretty hard.
Well, my son used to play football years ago for Weld Central, and he said whenever he played you guys, he said the hardest hits he ever took was playing against Roosevelt. So for years, that's really been a tradition here.
Yeah, definitely. We strive to do that every day. We hear it every day. That's one of our main focuses every day, every year.
So hard hitting, hard working is what I see in this team.
Yeah, definitely.
What's it like being under Coach Easton?
I mean, it's great. He's like a family member to us. He talks. He's not old and frail. He's young. He's like into it, energetic. We can talk to him about anything. We can come up to him about anything. You can talk to him like a friend, not a coach, and it's very inviting, and it's a great player experience and coach experience.
So are you a senior now, Christian?
Yeah, this is my senior year.
Okay. Is that going to be hard for you to leave this program after being here, and this has been a very successful program? Are you thinking college, or what are you thinking for future?
I mean, I'd like to play college football. Yeah, it's always in the back of my mind. I don't have anything in stone yet, but I mean, I always like to play college football. But it's going to be hard leaving this place. I've grown up here, played football for 8 years in this town, and we got a lot of people I love on this team, and it's going to be hard letting them go.
You know, we were very well received coming in here. Of course, it starts with the AD and just everybody, even your coach, was very gracious when we came in here. It's just been a really nice experience coming to Roosevelt to do this game. Now, we'll look a little bit ahead. You have Berthoud next week, and then we know you're going playoffs. And I know coaches don't talk too far ahead, but how can you not think about playoffs?
I mean, it's hard, definitely. As a player, you always want to think ahead, and you always want to think about what if, you know what I mean? But the coaches definitely try to get us focused on week one, or on that next week, one game at a time. That's what's going to make us a better team all around.
Now, are you always looking to improve each week? I know you've got such a good team, and you're thinking you set goals. Okay, we played Erie. Now we're going to go play Berthoud. Do you set goals for individual teams, and most likely are they different every time you do?
Yeah, mostly. I mean, they're all around the same area about yardage and tackles for loss and all that. But we always try to improve every week. We always try to do that. We try not to plateau. We try to keep going up exponentially, and that's what we focus on all year.
What are your personal goals, Christian?
Well, I definitely like to get league champs, which we accomplished tonight. We clinched the Northern League.
Northern League, yes, sir. Yeah.
We clinched that league, and I mean, I've been on this varsity squad for 4 years, and we've gone out of the playoffs in the second round every year. and that's a kind of a itch on my back I can't reach, and it's definitely something I want to tackle this year.
Well, we look forward to seeing more of that in the future. Is this a newer color? I know in the past we've seen more of the black and red. I really like these uniforms. Is this just recently?
Yeah, we actually acquired these last year. It was
Okay.
the first year we debuted them, and we all love them. They're a great color. It looks good on us.
Oh, I think it looks great. Well, this is Christian Hurtado, ladies and gentlemen. Great game both on the offense and the defensive side. Final note, going into the final couple of weeks here, are you guys thinking protect your quarterback? I mean, what do you guys think when you're out there in the field as far as the offense is concerned?
We're going to play hard. We're going to run the ball down their throats like we've been taught to, and we're not going to hold back at all. We still want to play football, but we're going to play smart football. We're not going to put anyone in danger that doesn't need to be in danger, and we're going to just keep working.
Excellent. Okay, why don't we go ahead and hand the microphone over. Good job tonight. And we have another quarterback who stepped in tonight, and it's Mason Holguin. Holguin, thank you, sir. All right. Now, this is your first start, and you can put that up a little closer, Mason. Perfect. Pretty excited about starting tonight?
Yeah. At first I was a little nervous, but coaches and players got me ready and got me pretty confident.
You sure didn't look nervous out there. I mean, the way you managed that team and as far as running the ball yourself, as far as following your lead blockers and so forth, what's that like when you have the call to where you know you're going to have to carry the ball? Are you real confident in that offensive line?
Yeah, I'm confident in them. I know they have my back, and just like every other player on the team. I mean, if they all make their blocks, then every hole's there.
That is a huge line that I saw there tonight. I thought, wow, if you're a quarterback and you've got to drop back to pass or if you've got to go run, to have an offensive line like that, as big as they are in the execution, you got to be really thrilled when you go in, especially stepping in now after having Cameron pretty much cover. I mean, it didn't look like you guys lost a beat whatsoever tonight.
Well, even when we have Cameron, when we do have to pass, line still does a pretty good job keeping a good pocket, and I'm glad that they were able to keep doing that tonight.
Now, kudos to you, my friend. You did a great job on some of those passes. Some very nice touch passes, one over the shoulder, what I recall. Is this, I know Cameron doesn't throw maybe as much, and we're losing our lights here. So we will wrap this up very shortly. But, well, again, you've got to feel very good about stepping into tonight and making some great plays. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Will you be playing potentially next week, or do you know yet?
We'll see where Cameron's at. I mean, he was ready to go today, but we didn't want to risk anything, nothing too bad. So I think he should be ready next week.
Well, congratulations. A great game by you tonight. And, again, if we see you or not see you here in the future, we expect to see you next year because Cameron's a senior. Is that correct?
He's a junior.
Oh, he's a junior. Okay,
Yeah.
So we've got two. It's the battle between you two because you're a junior also, aren't
Yeah.
you? Okay. So the dynamic duo on both Cameron and obviously you. So we look forward to not only the remainder of this season but for the season to come. All right, thank you, gentlemen, for visiting. We lost our lights, so we'll kind of end this here quickly. Final score was 24-6 here from Peterson Field. And, again, next week it'll be the Riders moving on to play Berthoud and then the playoffs as they have clinched the playoffs. I'm Chris Allen bidding you a pleasant good evening from Peterson Field where the final score was 24-6. We'll see you next week. Get it off, Court.